advanced visual analytics at scale, empowering actionable insights at Verizon. So we looked at the 4 area-specific case studies, right? And we started with how we take big data at scale, how we ingest it, transform it, query it, analyze it, and then visualize it in the areas of call center operations and field dispatch operations, and how we use data to launch new digital products and improve the digital experiences, with the primary objective of democratizing data and empowering different stakeholders in the business, including operations managers, business transformation teams, product managers, marketing managers, software engineers, and our executives and the leadership team who set the direction of the business. But along the way, we've had challenges and learnings that we would want to share. And as a dashboard developer personally, myself, the first one really resonates, where know your audience. I mean, I can't stress enough. You'll save like more time if you know who is going to use the dashboard and how. What type of functionalities are they going to use in the dashboard? What type of interactivities are they going to use in the dashboard? Based on that, you can create the appropriate views. So sometimes to answer just simple key questions, I used to over-engineer visualizations. But I've got that sense now of which is a good mix of a good view and the dashboard adding value through information. Like one thing is dashboards have to be information driven. However, like cool the view you built, if it's not giving the information that's going to impact the business, it's not that useful. I mean, people come to me and say, "Hey, can I take a screenshot and have this as my desktop background?" I mean, I'm like, "That's great. I'll take that as a compliment." But yeah, you know, that's kind of insulting to me. Like, hey, why do you want? Like, it's cool that it looks good, but I want you to use it to impact the business. So, know who's your audience. Minimize UI cognitive load. So we think about this a lot. And we use certain neuroaesthetic principles with respect to color palettes to make sure information is consumed easily and intuitively. And also, the information consumed retains for a long amount of time. And we do think about accessibility as well and use the appropriate color palettes in cases whenever it is necessary to accommodate everyone in the organization. The third one, anticipate the next 3 questions and proactively incorporate. Now, a good example that we saw was in the dispatch dashboards, the key KPIs that the executives saw. Like the next question that comes in the minds of top executives is, okay, what's the trend? How did these perform over time historically? So using real estate judiciously, we can incorporate the whiz-in tooltips. And so that's an example of anticipating a question in advance and proactively incorporating whiz-in tooltips to show you further information without disturbing the original view.
Yep, so to cover the last 3 challenges and learnings, we want to talk about the flow of information. Seen a lot of good sessions about this week. Make sure that your most relevant information is visible right at the top. You don't want people searching for that information that they need at the very core of what they're, on a daily basis they need to see. You also want to make sure if you're trying to tell a story with your dashboard, think about that story from your audience's perspective. Think about the flow of information. Make sure it makes sense to who's going to be viewing the dashboard. The second point is scalability. Get the data right the first time. Write the best query possible. Don't skip this step. Don't write the select star from where because it's easier. Write subqueries. Write a very good query so your data loads as fast as possible. And if I had to leave you with one last point, in order for all of us to be successful and to push Tableau in our organizations, avoid slides and push dashboards. The next time you're in a meeting or you're preparing for a meeting and it's with one of your leaders and you know that you're supposed to make a slide deck, try a dashboard. Go into the meeting with a dashboard, put it on the screen, and just walk the person through it. We've done this with the president of our company, and it's been very successful. But you have to have them see the power of it. Let them interact with it, and you will be more successful. So with that, I just want to thank all of you for being here in the room, all of you that are tuning in live, our family and friends, and most importantly, the ACE organization and our Verizon friends who are watching back home. So thank you all very much.
Thank you so much. And And one thing before we end, this picture is where we spend most of the time in the day. That's our ASAP, that's our command center. And you can see the screens, and all of these dashboards are monitored, put up on the screen and monitored. And the last thing, please don't forget to review us in the Tableau app. If you like our session or if you have any other feedback, please do review in the Tableau app. That will help us improve. Here's our contact info. And if you want to find more about Verizon, these are the links you can visit. And thank you all for coming, and have a wonderful rest of the conference. Yeah.